In the United Kingdom, Islamist terrorism has formed the main source of contemporary, religiously inspired radicalization. The first major Islamist terrorist attack was the bombings on the 7th of July, 2005. The UK has also been one of the main source countries for foreign fighters. Around 850 British nationals have traveled to Syria and Iraq to take part in the conflict. In 2017, the country reported the highest number of failed and successful terror-related attacks of Western European countries.
Jawab is trying to build the power of young Muslims, and we do this through setting up community events, doing leadership programs, building the leadership and creative skills of young Muslims, and also tackling some really serious social issues such as Islamophobia, racism, and kind of structural inequality.
Islamophobia affects all young Muslims. We see in the media constantly narratives pushed on us that all Muslims are terrorists, or all Muslim women are submissive, all Muslim women are oppressed.
Rizwan and Nadia are members of Jawab, a volunteer organization that works with young Muslims. It was founded as a response to the negative spotlight on Muslims that followed the 7/7 bombings.
We conducted research into young people's experiences of belonging and Islamophobia, and every young Muslim woman I interviewed who wore the hijab, for example, all of them had experienced hate crime in the street, people spitting at them, people trying to tug their hijabs off their heads. Whereas a lot of the young Muslim guys I know, they've been stopped and searched more by police, for example. So they're seen as like more, I guess, susceptible to radicalisation.
There could be many reasons why young Muslims are connected to ideas of radicalisation. I think it comes from the general demonisation of Muslims in the media, how Muslims are portrayed in other countries and how that then feeds back to the treatment of Muslims in the UK.
Many people could look at, for example, the discrimination they face at school, the discrimination you face by the media, the socio-economic exclusion you face.
So the reasons why maybe people feel more disaffected from kind of mainstream society is so much more complex. So I think the current initiatives by the government to tackle radicalisation are not effective at all. A lot of the counter-terrorism policies are really stripping away any kind of safe space.
I don't really like the concept of empowerment because it implies that I can just give someone power and then they'll suddenly be able to change the world. I don't think that process really happens. Building people's power is like a constant process.
Putting them in positions of leadership and them learning from, running an event or, speaking to the media or public speaking, we create opportunities where young people can really grow. Kind of making them understand where power actually is and where their power lies and where their agency lies is very important for us.
You don't want to be squeezed into this space where you're a young Muslim woman, and because the media has this really kind of stereotypical view of you as submissive and oppressed, you have to do everything to challenge it and be I don't know, a boxer or demonstrably masculine and empowering.
We should be in the Muslim community celebrating diversity, and that diversity isn't only confined to religious doctrine. The Muslim community needs to hear young Muslims and what young Muslims are talking about as well, and how some of these issues around kind of Islamophobia and racism is impacting their lives.
I've definitely seen the young people who I've worked with become kind of activists. I think that's pretty incredible to see a group of young people go from politically charged but not really knowing what to do about it to kind of creating change within their own communities.